Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Black and White Narrated Wi-Fi battle. My name is Jacob as always. Oh my gosh, you can see my face! I'm actually doing a PIP narration today, guys. PIP stands for picture in picture, so that means the battle's not going to cover the whole screen. It's going to cover this general vicinity to the right of me. Actually, for you guys, it's the left, but that's not the point. You guys get the gist of that, so it's not a big deal. And just a few short updates I want to state before we get the battle started. It's actually an RU battle using the team that we used yesterday on Let's Team Build with Jacob and Alex. Thank you guys for the great feedback. We're going to try to make that an every other Monday thing, just so you guys this week can get off on a good, fresh note. That's great. That's what we want to see. We want you guys to be happy. I know, and I know I'm going to be happy. Hopefully Alex will be happy with everything that's going on. You guys are awesome. Just saying that right now. But I'm not going to go off on a tangent about that. Round 2 for our 2,000, I guess you could call it 3,000 subscriber tournament. It's actually up. The matchups will be down below, so feel free, or hopefully you guys will go check them out. Make sure to message your opponent, because there's a little controversy between two people. I just had to flip a coin. Somebody gave me proof, so I didn't flip a coin then. But seriously, make sure you guys get your matches done on time. We're giving you until Wednesday. Is it the 8th? February 8th, right? We'll go with February 8th, 2012. Next Wednesday. Not tomorrow Wednesday, the next Wednesday. And I'm going to be doing PAP or narration for Wi-Fi battles from time to time now. And I'd love to have Alex here with me. I really would. But the key thing is, he's in southern Wisconsin in college. I'm in northern Wisconsin in college. So there's about a 5-hour difference in time. So I don't have my car here. He doesn't have his car there. So we really can't do a whole lot about that. But that's not the point. And Dennis, I did get your match done. You beat the Vanillix Vision 1-0. So that is actually in the tournament. You advanced. You would have advanced anyway by coin flips. But it didn't really matter. So that's perfectly fine by me. And let's get this battle started before I go off on all kinds of tangents about all kinds of different subjects. So let's do that right now. My opponent is Edwin20362. His link in the description. I probably butchered the numbers, but that's not the point. Point is, he's using an RU team with like 2 NUs, 3 NUs. He's got a Honchkrow, which could be a problem if he gets some Moxie boost with attack. But I'm thinking he's going to lead with Electros, which I led with Magneton because I wanted to get it poisoned with Toxic. Just because I'm fearing that it's going to be a coil set, and that could do a number to my team, so I really don't want that. And it turns out he has a coil set, but that doesn't mean he still won't have Flamethrower, so I'm going to predict a Flamethrower, and I'm going to head on in with a Volt Switch just to get some damage on it. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but that's not a big deal. Just going to go for a Volt Switch. Going to go into my Quillfish, predicting this Flamethrower. And for some reason, I had it in my heart that I was going to get burned here. And go figure, I get burned there, which isn't a big deal by any means, because this is actually, Quillfish has no physical moves, so I really don't even care one bit. But I do carry the Haze with this Quillfish, and I know I can live a Wild Charge since I am physically defensive, and he just got the Intimidate off, so his coil is just at neutral. I go for the Haze, but he just goes into his Gardevoir, gets Intimidate on me, thinking that I'm a physical Quillfish, but I'm not, so it doesn't really matter. And I honestly... Alright, I have, who do we have in here? I think I go into my own Gallade here. Actually, no, I go into Spiritomb because I'm a Dark-type, predicting the Psychic. But he just goes for a Heal Bell, gets rid of that poison on his Electros, which isn't a big deal, honestly. I can handle that thing. Predicting Switch, I go for a Pursuit, and that does a massive amount of damage to Gardevoir. So, Pursuit Trapping is actually going to come in handy. Very much so when using this team. This is actually my favorite team that I've ever made with anybody, or by myself for that matter too. And I'm just going to go into my Magneton. I don't care if I get paralyzed. I don't care if I get poisoned. It doesn't really matter what he wants to do. I'm just going to make him be afraid of this Magneton. Going for another Volt Switch, because I can do that, because that's the point of this Magneton, is to get switch advantage and to poison things and to dish out some really good hits with Hidden Power Fire and Thunderbolt. Gonna go into my Aerodactyl. No, I can live any hit because I am the Suicide Focus Sash lead. This is actually supposed to be my lead each and every time because I have a Focus Sash, but that's not really a big deal. And he actually goes for the Wild Charge, and I went for a Smackdown just in case he didn't go for a Wild Charge and tried to set up another coil. That way I could combat him with a Earthquake next time, but it doesn't really come into play. He kills himself off with the Wild Charge, and I predicted Sucker Punch, get my rocks up, because I know he's got Typhlosion. He's got this Honchkrow that's out right now. Gonna go for a Smackdown, predicting him to actually not go for a Sucker Punch. And he actually goes for a Heat Wave, which is telling me it's a mixed Honchkrow, which isn't a big deal, especially now that I see it's Life Orb, because I can easily go into Spiritomb and take a Sucker Punch, go for a Shadow Sneak if I wanted to and kill it off that way. But I go for Qwilfish, get the Intimidate on him, which is going to come into play. Because he goes for... Actually, it doesn't really come into play because he still kills me off with Brave Bird. See, look at the damage that Brave Bird does. And he's only at +1. And I'm a physically defensive Qwilfish. That's amazing. Honchkos are really devastating in RU. He goes into Typhlosion. I'm going to Spiritomb. I'm just going to go for a Pain Split. Because I'm predicting it's going to be an Eruption, Scarf Typhlosion. But it's not. I'm going to go for a Pain Split. Still get some HP back. He's at around like half. But I'm not really too afraid of it. He's actually Fire Gem, which I can outspeed with Sceptile, Gallade. I'm not afraid of this Typhlosion anymore because I have a lot of things that can take it out now. And he Toxics me, which I found kind of odd because I've never seen Toxic on Typhlosion, but who am I to say what you can and can't have on a Pokemon? That's up for you guys to decide. And, alright, that actually is coming down to its death, pretty much. I'm going to go for another Shadow Sneak. I know I'm coming down to my death, too. He's just going to kill me off with the Flamethrower right here, but I didn't really need Spiritomb in this matchup. Sure, it did quite a number to this Typhlosion. I'm just going to go into Gallade. Knowing that his Ghost Pokemon, or sorry, his Honchko is dead, I can go for the Psycho Cut, and I'm not afraid of anything anymore. I knew he had his Gardevoir left, or did he have Gardevoir left? I don't think he did, but anyways, he's going to do his Rotom Cut while I switch into Magneton, predicting a Thunderbolt or any electric move period. I know I can take that quite nicely. I do have Hidden Power Fire, but I just want to get this thing Toxic for the remainder of the match in case he had Hidden Power Fire. I know I can live one because I am Eviolite. I have a good amount of special defense investment and a decent HP investment, so I'm not really too worried at all here. Just going to get the Toxic on the Gardevoir. I know he has Heal Bell, which I thought was completely useless. Didn't really matter by any means that he had it. He actually shows me that he's got Pain Split right here. Yes, he does. He shows me his Pain Split. He gets some HP back, but it doesn't really matter because the poison's killing him off. And I do get fully paralyzed there. Just made it so his Gardevoir could live one turn longer. But I'm going to go for another T-Bolt right here. And I know it's going to take it out because I am Modest Max Special Attack. And it's going to take anything out pretty much that doesn't resist it. If it's neutral, it's going to probably take it out unless it's a special defensive monster. But that obviously wasn't because it took it. And anyways, going to go into his Qwilfish. I thought that was completely odd. I know I can live a Waterfall. I'm going to kill it with a Thunderbolt. Kind of pointless to do. I think he should have actually went into his Rotom Cut to get some damage on me. And then switch into Qwilfish. Trying to get me to go for the Hidden Power Fire. But that's alright by him. I'm not going to tell him what he can or can't do. But, oh well, he's going to kill my Magneton off right here. That's okay. I have two things left. He's got one thing left. I can easily knock it off with Sceptile. I have Acrobatic. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain just in case he was scarfed by some weird reason because his Typhlosion wasn't scarfed. But he's actually not scarfed. He's leftovers. I should have known that from before, but I guess I wasn't making that note in my head. Oh, I have Acrobatics. He misses a couple Leaf Storms here, but that had no relevance whatsoever because I can actually take that quite nicely because I am Lonely Nature. I am not Naughty Nature. To lower my special defense, I lower my defense, and I take it out with Acrobatics right here, right now. So that was a good game, Edwin, or Ed, or Eddie, whatever you want to be called. That was a good game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. I know I enjoyed narrating my first ever PIP narration. And I guess, oh yeah, Ruby Sapphire is going to be up later. Ruby Sapphire will be up like 2 or 3 hours after this. Maybe like 7, 8 p.m. Central Time. I have no idea when it's going to be up. But that's not the point. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I love you very much. Bye, guys.